Hi, how's everyone? I hope I find you all well. Thank you for returning, and hello if you are new. We're gonna do the moon today. I wanted to get this out before 6, but my laptop decided it needed to do a big update, so I'm gonna be a little late, later than I wanted to, but we are here. The moon is like 29 degrees in Leo right now, and it's going into Virgo overnight. So we're just going to do the moon for Virgo, which will be by morning, okay? It is also the full moon in Leo, in Virgo. Excuse me. Highlight on feminine energy. Now remember, that's not masculine, or I mean, that's not man or woman. It's just feminine energy. Remember, gender ain't shit with spirituality, okay? This is getting in touch with feelings, getting in touch with um, um, less ego driven things and more altruistic energy. Let's look over at the chart and see what's going on. We've got the moon trine to point of fortune, but I'm not real up on point of fortune, so I'm going to let that slide. It is in a square with Jupiter in Gemini, but that's okay. Well, that just means to me, and Jupiter, is it direct? It is direct. Okay, Jupiter and Gemini, talky, talky, talky. But Moon in Virgo, that's more internalized feelings. Virgos are, they're the thinkers. They're ruled by Mercury, and Mercury co rules Gemini. They are deep thinkers, but whereas Gemini definitely have the expression for it. Sometimes Virgos just get caught in their minds with their thoughts. It's, the rabbit hole kind of energy, especially now with the moon there, more sensitive. Full moon, though, is that shadow part of ourselves is on full display now, okay? And it definitely does overtake the ego. Now, the sun, which represents the ego, is in Aquarius. So that's more high minded ideals for people in general, people in large groups, how we feel about our place in the collective, things like that. But with the moon in Virgo, it's a little bit more, it's hermit energy, which is interesting because the hermit did come out in the spread. Um, let's see. It's in a square with, so there may be difficulty between expressing and feeling here. Virgo is a feminine energy. I believe Gemini is masculine energy. So there may be a little bit of difficulty here. Not too much. It's not like anybody's going to be arguing or anything. But then again, we do have Mars still retrograde in Cancer, and that is the moon's sign. So again, this pullback of energy, this pullback of confidence. Mars energy is the passion and the fight and the ambition and the confidence, but it's in retrograde right now. And I was describing it like the god of war, Ares, that's who is ruled by Mars and represented by Mars, is a little tied up right now on the shores of Cancer, being lulled by the sirens. So that kind of dynamic, passionate energy is a little bit subdued right now. Um, I do like full moon in Virgo. Oh wow, the moon is here too in the Celtic Lenormand. So we've got the moon and we've got Virgo as in the hermit here. Okay. Virgo also rules routines, daily routine, health, nutrition, caring for yourself and others. It is a sign of sacred service and how we serve others. It's a feminine energy. So we've got the moon there. We may be going through some deep consideration about how we service our how we service others, but making sure it's not to our own detriment anymore. Okay? That's a tough one for some in the collective. Full moon I like because it's a culmination of the cycle that had been growing from the new moon to now, and from the full moon into the dark moon, which will be the next new moon. That energy is going to be waning a little bit. So right on display in the moment is we're paying a little bit more conscious attention to how we feel about how we are of service to others, to ourselves. Virgo also rules like pets and people under our care. Um, it is kind of like well, Leo also rules that kind of taking care of people, but it's a little bit detached. Like Leo will take care of people because it's their duty, and they rise to that occasion because it gives them pride. Okay, think of a lion, think of pride, and their pride is their pride, right? Meaning the pride is the community that the lion lords over, okay? And everything in the lion's view is under their protection. But it's kind of more of a detached protector, whereas Virgo's service is of care and duty. Um, and they will do it because it's expected, but it's not just that. There is something in their soul where they really do feel a very spiritual responsibility to take care of the people in their circle. Okay, we may be dealing with those kinds of energies or thoughts now with the moon in Virgo for the moment. Okay, so the way I do the moon reading is I go through the decks and I find the moon card in each of the decks and I pull what's behind it and what's in front of it. What's behind it is what's kind of in the shadow still, and what's in front of it is what we are dealing with on the surface. Okay, we're using the Celtic Lenormand, the Rider-Waite, the Gilded by Ciro Marchetti, and the First Light Tarot. So we'll get right to the spread. Please remember that not all messages will resonate for everyone the same, so leave what doesn't resonate now, but keep it in mind because it might make sense at a later time. You are all at different points in the timeline. Like I say, I can read the script, but I can't tell you which character that you all individually play or where you choose to stand on the stage. I can only read the energies. So we actually have a lot of people involved here, and that is going to come out at the bottom of the decks. So we'll get to the reading first. I pulled the moon card for the First Light Tarot. Behind it was the star potential, and in front of it is the wheel of fortune. So let's deal with what's behind the moon right now. Aquarius energy with the star, its potential, its happiness and success, its promising beginnings. But it's potential. It's not happened yet, but it is in the thought processes, okay? This is dormant opportunities and wishes are now possible. Somebody has made a decision about a new direction. I always get the feeling of direction with the star because mariners before GPS used to set their courses by the stars. So the North Star always represented going home, pointed towards home, or you just calibrated where you were according to the North Star. So you can, journey in other places, but you always kept that star over your shoulder or in your line of sight because that's how you orient yourself. So to me, when the star potential comes out, it's because the energy is recalibrating towards a new direction. That's where the potential comes in and the new opportunity and the wishes are now possible. It's wishes and dreams. It's our heart setting our course towards our purpose. So in the background energy, there is energy of trying to recalibrate a direction. On top of that, we've got the Hermit in reverse. So usually the Hermit means there's solitude here, there's seclusion, there's deep thinking. This is Virgo energy. We could have Aquarius with Virgo in their chart. There are other signs at play here, but we'll get to that later. Um, so that's the hermit is, like I said, going inward to gain a larger perspective, whereas its opposite, Pisces, represented by the hangman, is going inward to gain inner perspective. The hermit goes inward to gain a wider perspective, a larger perspective. It's the big picture kind of energy. Hermit energy is interesting because it is a feeling of solitude, but it's not exile. It's not like that. A hermit symbolism is that they are alone on the mountaintop and they're up there to contemplate, but they don't come down off the mountain to mix with people, but people are very welcome to come to them. So it's not like they're closed off to interaction completely. Okay, there is an energy of sharing what they have been contemplating and what they have found, what they have determined about things. There is a real good a feeling of sharing that if people come to them. But they don't really, when they're in that energy, hermits usually stay by themselves. Now, luckily, this hermit card has come out in reverse. So this represents the hermit coming down from the mountain. He is coming out of solitude, out of that seclusion. There is an energy of decision making here. There's an energy of determination here, and after well thought out planning. Okay. On top of that, we've got the Four of Pentacles in reverse. Four of Pentacles usually is the miser. He takes things very slow. He's very guarded. He's very protective. Pentacle energy is finances and physical assets. So in the upright, he's very stingy with his energy, with his assets, with his efforts, where he gives his attention, where he gives money, where he gives his effort, okay, where he gives his work, where he invests. He's very methodical and protective. But in reverse, this gives an energy of taking a gamble. So there is a hermit energy coming down off of his mountain because the star here is shining bright, um, beckoning him to make a new direction, to come down off the mountain, to reintegrate, reconnect with people, with himself, with others, and to with this in reverse, it does say generous, generous but wasteful, and possibly gambling. Now, I don't take that as a negative. There's somebody coming down out of their hermitage, hermit mode, coming out back into the world. They might be a little disheveled. They might need a haircut. Um, they might smell like Taco Bell, but they're coming out of it and they're in an energy of being ready to be generous again, being connected again, to taking that gamble of coming back out of their shell. Now, they may feel that, um, uh, how do I want to explain this? They're in an energy of, yeah, I might waste my time. I might waste some money. I might waste some time, but it's in a positive. See, the card says generous but wasteful, maybe taking a gamble. But there's nothing wrong with this because he has been so closed off for so long that he has enough to give. And even though there may be nothing that comes to fruition from what he invests in something, he's not going to see that as a detriment. It's going to be like a taking a chance kind of energy. I'm going to take a chance on this. It might not pan out. That's okay. I'm taking a gamble. He's being a little bit more free with his efforts and money and time and energy. I like that. So, but that's in the background. Okay, that may be something that's not coming out yet, but it's being in consideration because it's behind the moon still. even though the moon is full. This is something that has come to the forefront of his thinking, their thinking, her thinking, our thinking, however it resonates. But there's not quite movement yet, but it's here. We've got the potential for it. And he's coming out of it in a very, very healed and balanced approach, energy. He's coming at it with a good attitude. But over here in the forefront, what is actually in play right now. We have the Wheel of Fortune, the spinning of fate. This is divine timing. So something has come up at the moment where the wheel has turned in his favor, their favor, our favor. And on top of that, we've got the Two of Cups. So there is a potential for a new connection here. I love this. Two of Cups, two equal people, two equal cups, full. Even if the cups are only half full, they're equal. Okay? People are coming together that have the same to offer each other. But on top of it, you've got the Two of Swords in the upright. Two of Swords is hard choices. This is feeling like you are in between a rock and a hard place. This feels like someone's facing fears but trying to use wisdom and virtue. That's the Two Swords, wisdom and virtue. But it still feels like they're very in a tough position to decide. So there could be a Two of Cups between maybe this person isn't the only choice. Maybe a connection isn't the only choice. I feel like somebody's considering whether a connection, even though the timing is right, is this connection a good choice? And there's like, if I choose it, will I have enough to invest in it with the Four of Pentacles? And if I don't, then I don't have the connection. There's some kind of, weighing of the situation here. It also gives me a feeling of just being a little bit too much in their own head about this decision. But, I mean, they're telling me it's because, when they went through it before and they weren't this decisive, maybe it didn't go so well. I always hear there's no good choices here. That's why the decision is hard. But they're also telling me maybe both choices are good. That's why you can't decide. So there's something about the choices being equal, right? You can't decide which one to go towards because they're both kind of the same. I also get a feeling from that Two of Swords that there's an energy of not being ready to jump and make this decision just yet. She's still sitting down. Her eyes are still blindfolded. She's got the swords crossed in front of her. It feels very contemplative. Like I said, with that hermit energy, very contemplative. I get sometimes with the Two of Swords, I'm not accepting any other offers. I'm not accepting any more information. I have everything that I want to think about right now, and I'm just trying to make this decision. And they do feel like it's the right time to make it because the Wheel of Fortune has spun in their favor, and coming up on the wheel, up around into the upright, is a Two of Cups. It is an offer of a really solid love connection, but they're still a little bit undecided about it. Now, the base cards here with the Celtic Lenormand, we've got the moon again. This is emotion and intuition. It's cycles. So maybe this has come around before. Maybe this is something that has been considered before. It seems to come around in cycles. Like maybe a connection or something, or the idea of coming into a connection comes around every once in a while, I heard. And they still sit and kind of hem and haw about it. But that's okay. You really have to be in a good heart space in order to make that decision. Some people just don't get there, and when some people just don't get there until the timing is right. But we've got the Wheel of Fortune there, so the timing might be right this time. Sensitivity, flux and change, receptive energy, psychic energy, um, dealing with dark hidden illusion and being dreamy. Oh, are they in a dreamy heart space here? I like that. I do. It's kind of romantic. But it's the weepy I'm in the rain, you know. I get the image of the doctor, David Tennant's doctor standing in the doorway in the rain when he had to give up Donna the first time. Kind of, mopey, like considering this kind of romantic energy, but feeling a little broody about it. Next to that, we have the stork energy. Don't get weird. That in this deck, the stork does not mean babies. Okay, it just means movement. There is an opportunity to move or relocate your situation. That could be mental situation, emotional situation, physical situation, something. There is movement because there's an upgrade here. There's this is it says be receptive and listen, be calm and collected. Quiet planning and progress is in play. um Reserved, smart and accepting. Okay, because there's improved standing here. This feels like a promotion. And yes, it could be financial, but we only have the Four of Pentacles here. Oh, we've got the Queen of Pentacles here. And the King of Pentacles. Oh my God. So this could be, a bump up in finances. And there's an opportunity to make a move because um, there is an upgrade in position. But this could also be emotional. There's an upgrade in somebody's position, either in your heart space or for you in their heart space. This is a change of position. Now we have here the other card, holly. Holly came out the other day. It is a parasitic plant that thrives during the winter. Wintertime definitely is, we are in winter right now, and that's when things are quiet. Things are subdued. Things are in suspended animation, right? Life is at a kind of a standstill at the moment. Not, I mean, I wish our lives could be a little more subdued in the wintertime, but we do still go about our business just, like every other day. But feels like something is still alive underneath the frozenness of the situation. So there's something here where um, you would think that there's no life in it, but there is. And it's hardy, it is resilient, its roots go deep, and it is enduring, and it's in good health. So, whatever you thought was cold or frozen or in hibernation, it's alive and well. And you're welcome to explore it. But there is still a feeling of being withdrawn. It's also a call to maintain your maintain taking care of yourself during the cold season. And again, it's not just the winter season. There's cold seasons in our lives as the wheel turns. We come into seasons of bounty and um, activity, and then we come into seasons where things are a little bit slower, things seem stagnant, things seem cold, nothing's growing. That could be that Mars retrograde energy. Mars is very active, very lively. He rules Aries, and Aries is the sign of health and good, blood flowing and passions going, and everything's come online and is really healthy. But Mars is in retrograde right now, so many of us may be feeling a lack of that life force, okay? And that's definitely represented here in the Holly card because it's wintertime in the card. There is a repression of the life force. But like I said, underneath the snow, look at that beautiful holly. It's red and vibrant. The leaves are green. It is alive. So something underneath that energy of stagnation is still there. It's still possible. It's still alive. Okay. Um, Bottoms of the decks for the first light tarot, we've got strength and the tower and healing. Wonderful. Under that, we've got the Hierophant. That's Taurus energy. I won't go, I'll try to stay around 3. Sometimes they lead to more, but I'll try to stay around 3. So first off, we've got strength. Okay, with Mars in retrograde, there's a draining of that strength, definitely. We are feeling a little bit lethargic. We may be feeling a little bit, especially in the political sphere and in the society, the community. Things are progressing that feel very much out of our control, and it's draining our strength, and it's draining our stability, and it's just very it's it's how do I put it, defeating. It feels very defeating sometimes, like it's just like I said, some things are out of our control, but it still affects us, but we can't affect it. That takes strength to get through. The key with the strength card, especially in the other decks, because it has the picture is a lion being wrestled by a woman. And it wasn't until recently that I figured out that the woman in the card is actually the Empress come down off her throne. So the Empress is represented by Venus. She rules Taurus and Libra. And she is the feeling of diplomacy and peace and nurturing and justice and abundance and growth. Okay. And she is wrestling with the lion of the ego. That's Leo energy, the ego. It always gives me the image of somebody trying to wrestle something out of their dog's mouth. Do you ever try to get something away from your dog that he doesn't want you to know that he's chewing on? And you got to tackle him, and it's like this big rigmarole, and it's kind of chaotic. And all I hear when I see the strength card is, what do you have? Why are you chewing that? Why do you have that? Why are you trying to consume that? Why is that in your mouth? Put it down. Give me that. She's trying to take this toxic thing away from the ego. And all the dog or the lion can say is, because I want it. I want it. I want it. It's mine. It's in my mouth. I want it. I don't care if it's going to be poison. I want it. So the key to the strength card is balancing your power with your peace. And that is where true strength comes through. When you are peaceful in your power and feel powerful in peace. Okay? Underneath that, we've got the tower. There was a shakeup here. There was a storm. Something came through and shook the foundations, but it's good. We build things, and we have these grand ideas for this structure that we've built. Maybe it's something in our life, maybe it's something in our minds, a plan that we've made, a situation that we've invested in, but we tend to ignore If something in the foundation is cracked and we just keep building on top of it, hoping for the best, well, eventually, if we don't take it down ourselves, nature and the universe is going to undo that structure for us. And that's when it becomes like this big tragedy because A, we didn't plan for it, B, we don't have a backup for it. Everything that we invested in it is going to be destroyed. But what we don't understand is that what you're building in that tower is your own prison. So if the universe destroys it, it's to liberate you from something. The tragedy comes from the very, very human idea of thinking, I didn't want to be liberated from that. I wanted to be in it. I wanted to build it. I wanted to experience it. But we don't understand that there is something that has cracked the foundation. It was never going to last in the first place. So when the tower comes down, it destroys everything. But we must understand that the tower, just like death, is not a punishment, it is liberation. Underneath that, we've got healing. Okay, that's wonderful. After that destruction, after the crumbling of something that we tried to build and invest in, we have very good healing. Oh, look at that. It says service to others. Let me try to read this. Oh, it says chakras, the chakras, meditate, prayer, conscious and unconscious healing. Okay, is service to others, and then Chiron energy. Right now, Chiron is in Aries. That is our ego, ruled by Mars. Chiron in Aries is a detriment to our self-worth and our feeling of self-esteem, what we have to give others. Some of us, it manifests in overachieving, over providing, because our worth is tied up with how we, um, uh, our worth is tied up in being worthy to others, right? So with Aries in Chiron in Aries right now, there's uh, a whole generation now coming in, a generation from the 90s and a generation from my generation in the 70s of people with Chiron and Aries, where we're um, in the mindset of being not providers, but just carers. Even if it, like me, I had no interest in going into like nursing or anything, like caring for people like that. It was just mostly caring for the people around me and making sure that my output for them elevated them, because then I would feel worth something because I helped somebody else. That's the energy of Chiron, because in mythology, Chiron was wounded and could not heal. He was a demigod, he was half god, he was one of Zeus's kids, and so he couldn't die. But he experienced an injury that was it was he Hercules got him with one of the arrows that were poisoned, and it hit him. But because the wound was magic, it wouldn't heal. And because he was a demigod, he couldn't die. So he was in a constant state of suffering. And there, that wounding that can't heal, that's the key to Chiron. Where are we wounded that we can't heal? And the key for Chiron to get finally get some relief from his suffering was to trade himself for somebody else's punishment. I believe it was Prometheus. Sisyphus was the one who pushed the rock. Prometheus was the one who was tied to a rock and an eagle would eat his liver. No, something about poison. Poison dripped on him? I don't remember. Who? Let me think. So they want me to go with the poison one. So he was tied to a rock and poison would drip on him, right? And his wife would sit there with a bowl, that's that sacred service, and collect the poison. But when she would have to go away and dump the bowl, he would get dripped on and he would, be tormented again. So it was like constant back and forth. So, in order to release Prometheus from his suffering, Chiron came forward and said, I will take his place. And because of that sacrifice, the gods released him and, put him in the heavens or whatever. So, the key to Chiron is um, healing ourselves by healing the same wound in other people. Okay? That's that service to others. But it's not meant to be stuck in. I know those of us with this in our chart are going to be dealing with this for our whole life because our souls need to learn this, learn how to release this. Okay. So, my advice is, especially in this moon in Virgo energy, you can't heal others if you're broken, if you're sick, if you are still dealing with it. It's the what we have to try to learn is the healing goes both ways. We can't just dump into other people hoping to heal them and then we get to, and then we expire. The key is finding healing for ourselves in the healing of others. It's not supposed to be a one-way street. And the accepting of that healing back into ourselves is one of the hardest things for people to open up to. Your worth, especially here with Chiron and Aries, your worth. I'm not worth that person putting back into me. All I'm worth is making sure that nobody else suffers the way I do. But that's all well and good, but you want to heal also so you can recover from that. Um, that self-sacrificing kind of energy is really hard for a lot of people to process. So that is something that we need to address. There is worth in healing ourselves, even when we heal other people. It's not just the extension of giving to others so that they can elevate and then we are left to wither. That doesn't, that is what we're supposed to be working to heal in ourselves. Okay. Underneath that, we've got the Hierophant, and that is Taurus energy. That's tradition and structure and home environment. So we've got strength from the Tower and healing there, healing ourselves, making sure that we receive healing as much as what we give out. Ooh, that's a long one. Next we have the Gilded Tarot. So we've got the Hermit energy and the Two of Cups. Okay, coming down off the mountain, coming back into reintegrating, reconnecting, taking a chance, being generous with our time. Even if it doesn't go anywhere, it's not a waste. It was a gamble. Hey, I experienced it. I'm out and about. I'm back in the world. I'm back in a connection. Two of Cups. This isn't, you come down off the mountain and what's waiting for you? Love. Love, love, love with an equal connection. You're hemming and hawing in your head about it. We'll get to that. But we've got the Hermit in reverse coming down off the mountain. And here you are walking right into a date, right into an offer, right into a beautiful new connection. With kablam, Queen of Pentacles. That's Capricorn energy. Here she is. It could be Taurus or Virgo or Capricorn. I give the king and the queen to the higher of the signs. So this may be somebody who is a Capricorn or who has Capricorn in their chart, or you may have Capricorn in your chart or are a Capricorn. Like I said, we all have all the signs somewhere in our charts. It rules different areas of our lives. So wherever you have the signs that I am mentioning, whatever area of life you have in your chart, that's where that energy will be coming from or where it could be affecting. Queen of Pentacles. We've got a good solid woman here. A good solid connection, because underneath her, where he very much likes to be, is the King of Pentacles. Again, Capricorn energy, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. The last king and queen before the emperor and empress proper. And look at that. Underneath of those two, we have the emperor. Ooh, somebody is coming out of hermit energy in their full potential. Oh, it's sexy. It's hot. It's daddy energy. It's I got a promotion. It's even if it's not a job promotion, it's just in a much better energy, much healthier. We got the queen, we got the king, but he is not looking. Oh, well, should I switch him? Let's switch him. Now he's looking at her. Kablam. Look at that. Looking at his queen. She's the one holding the pentacle. He's holding a staff with the pentacle. This, like I said, the Queen of Pentacles is one step below the Empress, one step above the Nine of Pentacles, which is somebody who has come into their own with their own hard work. They're stable in themselves. They have their money. They have their confidence. A little bit older. This is an older couple. This is the last of the suits before the major arcana. So this could be an older couple. He's sitting. She's standing. He's gazing up at her. She's looking at the pentacle that she's holding and being dreamy about it. This is a couple that together, even separately, they do have enough for themselves and for anybody else that they need to provide for. Together, power couple. Power couple. This has the energy of, masculine Capricorns, they will work themselves to the grave because that's their love language. That's how they show that they love you, by working and providing for you. The Queen of Pentacles, she's the one that invests in what he brings home, or her and her together, right? She's the one that keeps the books. She's the one that distributes the money. She's the one that invests in other things. She keeps the money growing. He brings it in. She watches over it. Together, they are phenomenal power couple here, okay? I want you to remember that success is not always measured as money. So even though they are in king and queen energy, they might not have shit. But they are, it's hard to explain. They're hard workers and they're successful even though they may not be rich. Do you know what I mean? Like, wealth is relative. Wealth is relative. Underneath that, we've got the Emperor. This is what I was saying before about there's a lot of people here. There's a King of Pentacles, a Queen of Pentacles, and an Emperor here. I feel like the way this is set, the way the imagery is working for me is that together with this Two of Cups, the King and the Queen coming together, they kind of zoom, 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 and Voltron up. And each of them is an upgrade for each other. And together they make like this Emperor energy. Masculine and feminine together in an equal, wonderful relationship, in a good connection. They're both respected. They respect each other. They respect themselves. They are stable. They're responsible. Now, don't get it twisted. It might sound like they're just old fuddy-duddies, but earth signs are fucking feral when they get passionate, okay? So this is not going to be some, oh, good morning, husband. Would you like some coffee? Yes, wife, I would love some coffee before I go to work. Kiss on the cheek, go about their day. No, this is feral. This is rutting. This is in the dirt, in the mud, in the bed, in every aspect of life. They are passionate for each other. Do you know why? Because stability brings out their freak. Okay? Together, they make an emperor. Do we have the Empress somewhere? Ooh, somebody's manifesting something. Lovers. Oh, Ten of Pentacles. Oh, Four of Wands. Oh my God. It's everything. Kablam. Look, come down off your mountain, hermit. Aquarius energy. We've got Libra here. We've got Capricorn here. We've got Gemini here. We've got Taurus here. We've got so much good potential. It's not the fiery passion of like Aries and Mars, where that's very fleeting. That's fire energy. And even though fire will consume and transform you, it doesn't last. Okay? So did anybody ever fuck around with one of the fire signs? Yeah, it's all encompassing for a while, but it doesn't last. Right? It smolders and it'll burn your house down. But this beautiful, stable earth energy, it can be just as dirty, just as passionate, just as stable, just as respectful. It's a wonderful energy. I love this. I might just make this the love reading for Valentine's Day, but the fairies, they have been wanting to come back out on the table. Let's go. Oh, do three. Underneath that, we've got the Eight of Pentacles, but it's in reverse. So there again is that energy of it's oh wait, yeah, not investing, not working at something very hard. Oh, maybe that's why. Okay, um this is not the lack of effort in this is the lack of it being strenuous. It's not a lot of work in this relationship. It's not heavy lifting. It's not deep investment. It's not, you know what I mean? It's not blood, sweat, and tears. It's easy. It's easy work. Eight of Pentacles in reverse, not having to put a lot of effort into it. Oh gosh, look underneath that, the Hierophant again. Ooh, Hierophant. That's Taurus energy again with the tradition. Ooh, that might be commitment. That might be commitment. Because if we moved on to the other decks, look at that. We've got the Lovers. That's a level up from the Two of Cups. Two of Cups is like, I'm interested in you. You're interested in me. We're coming together as equals. Do you wanna? That's the Two of Cups. The Lovers is the choice. Yes, I choose you. Yes, I pick you. Remember, we had the Two of Swords here. Twos are always the choice. Even though this card is the Six of good, generous stability. This is going into a connection with pure intentions, with open hearts, with nothing but nothing as a motive. There's no underlying agenda except walking together, okay, in love and commitment and compassion, companionship, equality, all the good shit. Okay, underneath that, what is that going to get you? Remember when I said the coming together of the king and the queen make this power couple? Bam, 10 of Pentacles. This is enough for legacy. Power couple come together, Voltron up, Emperor energy, kablam, 10 of Pentacles. This is stability for leaving things behind. You know what I mean? Like, remember when I was talking about your worth being wrapped up in what you provide, but there's like injury there to the ego, so you don't have much? This is the solution to that. When these two come together and stork energy, you have a level up, an improvement of standing, um, a promotion in life, and then you have enough for a Ten of Pentacles. What they want me to say about the Ten of Pentacles? Hang on. Oh, yeah, it's the distribution of leaving things behind for others. Or having enough to provide for more than just your immediate family. Thinking about the nephews and the nieces, and maybe, paying off the house or buying a home or something like that. What else? There was something else about the Ten of Pentacles. Oh, so they often show me the progress of the Pentacles so that we can pinpoint where we are with the card. The Ace of Pentacles is an opportunity. Bam, brand new. It's the bean from Jack and the Beanstalk. One little opportunity. You plan it, you hope for the best. Two of Pentacles comes up. Now you're balancing work and life, um, work-life energy. Three of Pentacles, recognition for the work you've put in so far. Four of Pentacles, being very protective over what you have because you don't have much. Five of Pentacles, feeling left out in the cold because there was maybe a financial loss. Six of Pentacles, you're in a position where you can share with a few people. Fairly distributed to everybody's need. Seven of Pentacles, there's a growth in the investment. Eight of Pentacles, there's hard work that's finishing up the last bit of investment on your progress. Nine of Pentacles is that culmination of being able to provide for yourself and those around you. And here we are at the Ten of Pentacles, which is ease, no longer worrying. Remember when I said wealth isn't necessarily a lot of money? To some people, me included, wealth just is comfort. I don't have to worry that I'm going to be short for the electric bill. I don't have to worry that I don't have enough for gas in the car for the week. There is enough to cover all the expenses and a plenty left over to feel secure. That to me is Ten of Pentacles wealth. And that's what these two will have if they can come together. That Ten of Pentacles. And that leads to dun, 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 the Four of Wands. This is a level up in the commitment. It's them realizing, holy shit, we work great together. This is wonderful. We have a lot in common. I love you. You love me. We're stable. The dogs are fat and healthy. The kids are taken care of. The car doesn't need any work. You and me, we built this. This is ours. Four of Pentacles. I love this. Oh, I love this. Oh, we've got a King of Cups in reverse underneath. Somebody who's a little bit, oh, yeah, someone who's a little bit withdrawn, a little hard-hearted. But, under that, there's the Two of Cups again. God damn. Love, passion, equality, stability, money, healing. It's all here. But you have to decide if you're going to let that come out, right? Because some of this is still in the background. You're still in contemplation mode. It's potential. It's like the universe is saying tick, 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 like the Wheel of Fortune is here. The spinning of fate has come around. The doorway is open. There's a Two of Cups possibility. We've got the star here, Aquarius, potential. Are you gonna? Do you wanna? You have to, Two of Swords, make a tough decision. Okay? So that's what I've got so far. We're going to go on to the ancestor and oracle messages. I hope this is resonating. I hope the messages are reaching you for your highest good. If you are vibing with my content, please take a moment to leave a thumbs up, subscribe, share my video. It helps the algorithm get my content seen. In the description, you'll find my email and donation links. I am open for personal readings and birth chart inquiries. And for any just small donation, I would love to do you a 3-card thank you spread just for you. We can hook up by email, Facebook Messenger, or like a video like this where only you would get the link. Email, Venmo, and Cash App are in my description. I appreciate any and all feedback, signal boost, or donation. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. Let's get some ancestor oracle messages, please. And then we'll read from the book and get some final little tidbits to wrap things up. 2 ancestor oracle messages. It's just the traveler, okay, and peacekeeper. Interesting. It's just such a good potential. I feel like these two know each other though, because we've got the holly here, and the holly signifies something that's alive underneath the snow. So this feels like something maybe somebody didn't see as an option because it is here next to the 2 of Swords. Maybe somebody doesn't see this as an option just yet because timing isn't right, but timing is right because the Wheel of Fortune is here. So let's do the traveler first. It says, move in a new direction. And we did get the stork card saying that there is movement here because there's going to be some kind of change in position. Okay. It says, welcome any opportunity to travel, either to the inner world or the outer world. It says, the road you are on may be the road less traveled, but this journey is going to be highly beneficial for your emotional and spiritual growth. If it's about covering outer distance, it's about covering distance within. If it's not about covering outer distance, it's about covering distance within. What did I say about that stork card? It might not be a physical change in location because there's a raise or a promotion. It could just be in the inner direction. There is a level up here for you. You have changed your position. You are in a much better standing. And you will be evolving over every single moment of it. So remember to keep things simple and to lighten your load, because that will make your journey more enjoyable. You're also being encouraged to see how far you've come and how you've really grown as a person, because this recognition will support you in going even further. And there's a good chance that along the way you'll make new friends who will become companions for a lifetime. Oh my God, what did I say? Now the peacekeeper, that one kind of throws me a little bit. She seems out of place, but let's see what she has to say. There was Libra energy in play here somewhere. I can't remember where. But she is a peacekeeper energy. Oh, Venus, because Venus was in play. Okay, peacekeeper. It says, let go of the need to be right. That could go along with that 2 of Swords. Like, I need this decision to be the right one because when I made this decision before, it fucking brought that tower. It destroyed me. So let go of the need to be right. Choose peace and happiness over the need to be right. Rather than trying to prove a point, save your energy for what's important. You may be feeling on edge due to a stressful situation. There is a warrior within you that wants to rise up, prove your power, and prove your point and get the truth across. But you're being reminded by ancestor wisdom that truth will always be revealed in the end. It's more important at this time to avoid arguments or heated discussions where you know you'll be fighting a losing battle. There's much more power in choosing to move forward from a higher perspective. Wow, choosing to move forward, that 2 of Swords, from a higher perspective, Hermit reversed. And they were saying while I was reading that it's more important at this time to avoid arguments or heated discussions when you know that you will be fighting a losing battle. This also is for fighting with yourself. This also is inner conflict, okay? Sometimes just let it go and choose something that's going to be peaceful. Okay? There is much more power in choosing to move forward from a higher perspective. This will allow you to connect deeply to the guidance within and the intuition that will lead you towards the healing of the whole situation. Okay? What was that? Move for healing. We had healing here, and then the situation being made better when these two came together and Voltroned up and had a power up. Okay? Whereas if you are stuck in that indecision, then you don't get any of it. You're just sitting there alone in your principles. Along with any wounds that you have that may have been inflicted on you. Choose peace. You know it's calling you. And what did I say about the Strength card? Finding peace in your power and power in your peace. Let's get some final... Oh, we're over an hour again. Dang it. I try every single time to try to keep this below an hour. I apologize. I've tried to cut decks out. I've tried to use only 2 decks. I've tried, to use smaller spreads, and it always ends up being an hour. We have a male family member present. Dad, son, brother. Let me try to tune in. I heard she's a looker. Maybe you have passed on male family member who said that about one of your partners. Oh, 1111, look at that. It is a soulmate. An energy gateway. What I say about the Wheel of Fortune. You are connected. A chance will be presented to change. This is a soul connection, a soulmate, or a twin flame. We have Broom. It's clean up, clean environment, new attitude. What I say about that guy coming out of the hermit mode, he might be a wreck, man. He might need a haircut. He might need some fresh clothes. He might need to, sweep in the kitchen or something. But if you give a little bit of attention to your environment, it can really free up energy, believe me. Oh, that's too many. Okay, I'll take that one. Tree, as above, so below. Ground, reconnect with the earth, reach up and grow down. Let's get a couple more. That's cool, okay. And a couple more, please. Thank you. All right, I'll take those. Let's see what we got. Oh, that's way too many. I'll take these 2. Okay. Oh, we've got healing. See, what did I say? We've got the tree, which is nice because, Holly came out, so we've got more earth energy here. The more we feel grounded, the more we can grow, right? So try to ground yourself. You've got the soulmate energy, 1111, and we've got healing here with Archangel Raphael. Healing of mind, body, and soul with compassion, creativity, healing from addictions. This is a green light. Just ask for healing. You will receive it for injuries inside and out. Wow, weren't we just talking about Chiron and those unhealable injuries? We have 2 more. Remember you are fire and remember you are water. So this could be elements in your chart, their chart, everybody's chart, whatever. We all have some somewhere. Remember you are fire. It says burn, adapt, create, ignite, tame, and love. Okay? We also have remember you are water. Cry, feel. It's that cleanses. Let it go. Let it flow. Okay? You are fire, you are water. Fire signs are Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Those may be in your chart somewhere. Water signs are Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Those may be in your signs, in your chart somewhere. So that's what I have. Sorry I went over an hour again, but I'll be back later with the official Valentine's reading with the fairies, the love reading with the fairies. That's gonna be a banger. They're itching to come out and play. So thanks everybody. Oh, wait, I have one more. Hold up. It says rest, pause, consider, and chill out. The hold up card. Okay, that's what I have. Now I'm done. Until I see you again in the next couple days. Okay, thanks. Bye.